Hello. Let's get a message from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. One, please. Thank you. Okay. Pink granite number 36. Thinking of granite countertops. This makes me think, okay, pink, softness, gentleness, tenderness, granite, strength, the dichotomy, duality, love and light, light and shadow, strength and tenderness. Okay. Ooh, pink granite, the lightning bolt. Pink granite has the highest paramagnetic resonance of all stones and creates immense energy. Ooh, whew. All right. Self-understanding. You are an ancient Egyptian with the arcane knowledge that role entails, but you originated in the stars. Yes, you are of the cosmos. Arcane knowledge, ancient soul, it makes me think. You understand cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, and immortality. Infinity symbol, I'm thinking. Eternity, eternal life. You have been involved in ancient power struggles. Oh boy. Cut yourself loose. Become more grounded. Learning experiences occur regularly, and serendipitous synchronicities put you in exactly the right place at the right time. Okay. Divination. Be assertive and make things happen. Events move with surprising speed once you focus your intention. See the whole picture before deciding. Be pragmatic, but don't give power away. Maintain balance in a relationship. You need diplomacy and tact. Lightning can strike twice. Ooh, makes me think of miracles. If dealing with ancient strife, look at the bigger picture. Okay, perspective makes me think of the Hanged Man card in the Tarot. Also, lightning striking twice, divine intervention, the Tower card. Events move with surprising speed. The Eight of Wands in the Tarot makes me think. And Swords energy, focus with the word focus. Focus your intention. The strength of your mind, the power of your mind to manifest. Makes me think now of the Magician. Okay, see the whole picture. Again, the Hanged Man before deciding. Yeah, be pragmatic. King of Swords makes me think. But don't give power away. Now I'm thinking of the Emperor. Standing in your sovereignty, your authority. Maintain balance. The Justice card, depicted by the number 11. Solidity, stability, level-headedness. Diplomacy, you may be a Libra. Or it's somewhere in your chart. I don't know too much about astrology, but Libra is popping in my mind. So that is an air sign, right? Dealing with swords energy. Tact, rational thinking, again. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Okay, lightning can strike twice. Believe in the impossible. If dealing with ancient strife, look at the bigger picture. Yes, being able to pull back, have a wider perspective and point of view, a higher perspective, and entertaining the possibility that the situations that you find yourself in this present lifetime may be remnants from a past life or multiple past lives. Specifically, the guidance book mentions Egypt, so ancient Egypt. Okay, healing insight. Everything must pass away. That makes me think, this too shall pass. The cycles of life, right? It says here, under self-understanding, you understand cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, transformation, energy. The death card now, death and rebirth in the tarot. You are transforming. This is a transformative time for you and the collective as a whole. Okay. I keep interrupting myself. Lots of thoughts popping in my mind. Healing insight. Everything must pass away. Death precedes transformation. Yes. Letting go to allow the new. Death precedes transformation and rebirth. Yes. The frequency of surrender. Trust, faith in the divine plan. Okay, the frequency of the pink granite. Earthy and high. Okay, makes me think of being the bridge between the earthly and spiritual realms. Duality again. Earth, spirit, Gaia, the heavens, chakra, all chakras. This pink granite can benefit and heal. Timing out of the blue. Oh, well, that makes me think of lightning can strike twice. Sudden movement, sudden changes, surprises. The energy of the universe wanting to delight you. Soul path, a lightning conductor for positive change. Oh my goodness, power, strength. Strong as granite, strong like book, strong like bull. You may be a big reader, you may be well read, love reading, learning. You're full of knowledge and wisdom from this lifetime and previous lifetimes. A lightning conductor, wow, you can make magic happen. Again, making me think of the Magician card. All right, powerful message. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay. I don't know too much about astrology, as I may have mentioned earlier. However, let's see if there are any messages in the Star Codes Astro Oracle by Heather Rowan Robbins. There are beautiful images in here. Oh. And keywords. Helpful keywords that can launch thoughts, ideas, inspire. Set your imagination running. They're a little slippery. Okay. I mentioned that I am new. I don't know too much about astrology, but it relates back to what I said, in that you may love learning. Always evolving, gathering knowledge and information, garnering wisdom from your experiences. And looking at the pink granite, how one of the meanings denotes strength. It makes me think that you have spiritual strength, spiritual stamina. Now I'm thinking of the Hierophant card in the Tarot, number 5. Excuse me. Oh boy, very slippery for me. I've got smallish hands. Ooh. 1 if possible, please. A few more shuffles and then I'll draw from the deck if nothing wants to fall out of its own volition. Okay, let's take this top one. Okay, number 43, 5th house. Passion. 43 reduces to a 7. You may be an artist. You may be a creative. You may love to create. Maybe you're a painter, an illustrator. Maybe you love flowers. You garden. Passion, yes. Passion. For some reason, looking at granite, it made me think of ignite. Passion ignited. Passion is ignited within you, is being ignited within you. Making me think of the lightning mentioned when we were reading the guidebook. Lightning can strike twice. Brilliant creative ideas, that makes me think. Divine downloads. Energy, it makes me think of energy, increased energy, fire. Okay, let's see if there's anything from the past life energy oracle, since ancient Egypt was mentioned in the guidebook about the pink granite. Oh my goodness. Alignment. You are aligning. We have another 43. 43, 43. You may be 43 years old. Also, 43 reduces to a 7. You may be seeing 7s. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Bringing value. You bring value. Spirit wants you to recognize your innate worthiness, and you have much to share. You will serve, are serving through your passions. You are here for a purpose, for a valuable purpose. And looking at this person here, I imagine this is you. Your back is turned. So this makes me think that, well, it makes me, the word value makes me think of worth, self-worth. And yes, you may struggle with giving yourself credit. You may struggle with self-worth, self-confidence, showing yourself to the world. And I'm looking at these two people here. There's you, two people. And the thought that popped into my mind, start small. Little by little, brick by brick, your confidence will continuously start growing, strengthening, until you become strong as granite. It's a process, right? We are all works in progress, constantly learning and evolving. Okay, looking at this big pot of gold popped into my mind. Now the thought, turning lead into gold. I think I may have mentioned the magician, the alchemist. You have the ability of turning lead into gold, of turning pain into opportunities, of serving through all the experiences that you went through, all the trials, tribulations, obstacles, and challenges. And seeing the blue of her top makes me think of the throat chakra. It makes me think that one of the ways that you will serve, and you may have already started doing this, is by using your throat chakra, your powerful throat chakra. I'm noticing this person's hair. You may have beautiful, luscious hair. Ooh, okay, that makes me curious. I'm going to follow my curiosity. Okay, I am looking up the spiritual meaning of hair. Okay, there are 5 points here. Hair holds profound spiritual significance across various cultures, symbolizing personal power, the granite, identity, and a connection to the divine. Okay, connection to the divine. That makes me think of the crown chakra. You're highly intuitive. Okay. Cultural significance of hair. Point number 1. Native American traditions. In many Native American cultures, there goes my throat chakra. It is healing. So potentially, your throat chakra is healing at this time as well. Growing in strength. Granite. In many Native American cultures, hair is seen as a source of spiritual power and connection to the spirit world. Long hair symbolizes wisdom and strength, serving as an antenna, okay, that links individuals to their ancestors and the natural elements. You likely have a strong relationship with Mother Earth. Antenna, that makes me think of what it said in the guidebook about lightning. Antenna, connection. Okay. Number 2, Hinduism. Excuse me. The practice of tonsuring. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. My apologies. The practice of tonsuring, or shaving the head, is common in Hinduism as a form of spiritual devotion. Okay, devotion stands out to me. This makes me think that you are deeply devoted to your spiritual path, to your relationship with the Creator, with Source. That includes Mother Gaia. More and more, you are perceiving the world through the eyes of the divine, seeing the interconnectedness of all things. It represents humility and the surrender of ego, marking the beginning stands out to me. You may be at a beginning point of a new cycle, marking the beginning of a spiritual journey. Number 3, Sikhism. In Sikhism, uncut hair, kesh, spelled K-E-S-H, is considered sacred, and a gift from God. Ooh, gift from God. That stands out, making me think of what I said about the pot of gold. You are a gift from God. Maintaining uncut hair reflects a commitment to faith and spiritual identity. Again, that makes me think about devotion. Your devotion to your spiritual path, your divinity. Number 4. Ancient Egyptian culture. We read about that in the guidebook on the pink granite. Hair was a symbol of beauty and divine protection in ancient Egypt. Okay. Hair, protection. Okay. Cloak of protection, that makes me think. Elaborate hairstyles and wigs were worn to signify power. There's that word again, power, lightning, granite, strength, and were believed to facilitate communication with the gods. Okay, the throat chakra. Number 5, Rastafarianism. Dreadlocks in Rastafarian culture symbolize a connection. There's that word again, connection to Africa and spiritual consciousness, representing naturalness and purity. Okay. Dreadlocks in Rastafarian culture symbolize a connection to Africa. That makes me think connection to Africa. Connection to our origins. Connection to our ancestry. Connection to the cosmos. Connection to the universe, the divine. Connection to self. Okay. Whew. Symbolism and personal power. Hair is often viewed as a symbol of personal power and strength. It can reflect one's identity, life experiences, and beliefs. The length and style of hair can communicate messages about health, social status, and spiritual alignment. I mentioned the word alignment and seeing the 4343, right? In each of these cards, alignment. You are aligning for sure. In many cultures, cutting hair is associated with significant life changes, or rites of passage, symbolizing transformation and renewal. This is something certainly that I have done on my spiritual path. I have cut my hair. It's very symbolic to signify transformation, evolution, change. You may have done this as well. Rites of passage makes me think of the spiritual path, a spiritual quest, going within, to know thyself and remember our connection to the divine, to our divinity, and all that is. Okay. Spiritual energy and connection. Hair is believed to act as an antenna for energy, absorbing vital energies from the environment. Okay, that makes me think you may be a highly sensitive soul, and potentially, before you started your healing journey, or whatever you want to call it, before you went within, you may not have had very strong boundaries, energetic boundaries. That is changing. That is transforming. You understand what boundaries are now. I know for me, I didn't even know what boundaries were until about 3 years ago, okay? And I'm in my 50s. We all learn at different stages, right? Okay. It's all happening for a reason. All right. Long hair is thought to enhance intuition, and spiritual awareness, while cutting hair may signify a loss of this connection. Interesting. Engaging in rituals related to hair, such as cutting or braiding, can symbolize new beginnings and personal growth. That's certainly what it symbolized for me. New beginnings, changes, transformation. You are the creator of your life. You create meaning. You get to decide what is meaningful for you. Okay. Conclusion. Overall, hair serves as a powerful symbol of identity, strength, and spiritual connection. It reflects the ongoing journey of personal growth and the importance of nurturing one's spiritual self. Understanding the spiritual meaning of hair can deepen one's self-awareness and appreciation for this unique aspect of human experience. Whew. Fascinating. Boy, did I go on a tangent there. And it's already almost at 30 minutes. Woo. Okay, let's see if there's anything else from the Star Codes Astro. Oh dear. Okay, we have 2 more. Whoop. 47, 9th house, exploration. Well, that makes me think of the rites of passage, journey, curiosity. Yeah, exploring may entail travel, literal travel. Perhaps you love traveling, or that is in the cards for you. Exploring your inner world, your inner self, making me think of the Hermit card. Yeah, going within, getting to know yourself. There you go. 47, number 11. Balance makes me think. And I'm looking at this image here and looking at this circle right here. Makes me think of the bullseye. A dartboard, bullseye. You are right on track. Okay, 27. Okay, that makes me think because I was looking at the 9th house and I didn't say anything, but the number 9 may be significant for you because 27 reduces to a 9. It also could symbolize the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one, right? Okay, Pluto, rebirth. There you go, rebirth. I think we read that word somewhere. Rebirth, renewal, transformation. Yes. Is there one more from the past life oracle? I'm putting the exploration card with the passion card I'm looking at. You may be exploring your passions right now, discovering what you enjoy. Getting playful. Exploring your playful side. Experimenting. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. How about the Find Your Own Way Oracle? Given that no other cards wanted to come out from the past life energy oracle, the only one that wanted to come out was this one here, the service card. It makes me think, in regards to the message here, bringing value, and what I said about how one of the meanings, the messages, is that Spirit wants you to know just how valuable you are, just how worthy you are. So that is a strong message here today, to remember your own worth, that you bring value to this world just by being yourself. There's a bit too many there. A bit too many. Okay, I'll just take the top one. Oh boy, this came out in another reading that I did. Okay. I am reconnected by joy. There you go. And the word connected a number of times when we were reading about the spiritual meaning of hair. The word connection came through, right? I am reconnected by joy, and that makes me think of passion and what I was saying about passion. You exploring your passion and looking at this smiling face on this woman. Whatever you're doing right now, creatively, a creative project, it brings you joy. Yeah. It's reconnecting you to your true essence, which is joy. Makes me think of the inner child. Your inner child. You've reconnected with your inner child. Perhaps for some time, you felt disconnected from your inner child, from your innate joy. But you've come back. You've returned. You've reconnected to your true vibration. Joy. Yes. And the flowers here, the daisies. I always feel so happy when I see daisies. Yeah. There's an energy of joy, optimism, hope. Makes me think of the sun. That's right. Okay, any closing messages? Worry, overthinking, self-doubt, the 9 of Swords. So this makes me think of what I may have said about seeing this woman with her back turned. Self-doubt, feelings of inadequacy. Struggling with self-worth, self-acceptance. Number 9, and I mentioned 9, right? With the 9th house. 27 reducing to a 7. And this is a 9 here. 9 of Swords. So the number 9, it makes me think that you are coming out of this thinking, this false, limited thinking of worrying that you are not enough. This message is arising in order to be acknowledged and seen through the eyes of the divine, seen through the eyes of compassion. And looking at all the green here, it makes me think of your heart chakra. Look at how much space it's taking. Your heart space is growing. So you're learning to, whenever thoughts of self-doubt, uncertainty, worry, anxiety, when you notice those energies swirling within you, you are better at being compassionate, perceiving through the eyes of love and compassion and forgiveness. Look at this, bottom of the card, Wheel of Fortune, luck, fortune, destiny, success. I think when we were reading about the hair, beginnings was mentioned, right? Yep, you may be at the 0 point right now. I may have mentioned how you're potentially at an end of a cycle, denoted by the number 9. You're at the 0 point. You're starting a new journey. Beginnings, there's that word, beginnings, leap of faith, innocence, trust, innocence, inner child, right? We mentioned the inner child. Ooh, trust, yes. This is beautiful, a beautiful energy. And I'm seeing the sun here. Optimism, right? Denoted by this card here. I am reconnected to joy, the daisies, optimism, enthusiasm, hope. I may have mentioned this before. The contrast of pink and granite. I was thinking, I don't know if I said it. Turning pay? Turning pain into gold. Alchemization. I think I mentioned that, right? Yeah. Turning pain into strength. Am I saying pay? That makes me think, yes. Whatever you are creating, and sharing with the world, it is an expression of your vulnerability. It is an expression of your big heart. Which will lead to material rewards, abundance. One of the forms that you will make a living. The Five of Swords, yes. Confrontation, grudge, disloyalty. Where is... Can you please clarify the Five of Swords? Interesting. The Two of Cups. Spiritual union. Five of Swords. Oop. Base chakra. Stability. You have a stable relationship coming in. However, you may be stuck in thoughts of past hurtful relationships, hurtful memories. Here's reassurance. Eight of Pentacles, positive movement forward. And here's the Sun again. Remain optimistic and hopeful. Pentacles represent stability. Base chakra. Stability is coming for you. Heartache and loss. Yes, memories of heartache. Those memories may be contributing to overthinking, anxiety, worry, confrontational thoughts. Six of Swords. Moving on. Moving to calmer and more stable situations. A more stable timeline of this new beginning, this new cycle. Yep, trapped in fear, lots of swords energy. Eight of Swords. Okay. Spiritual union. Patience and planning. 7 of Pentacles. More Pentacles. And the 2 columns here, stability. It makes me think of the number 11. I may have mentioned that in regards to the number 47 here, reducing to an 11. Stability. Stability is a part of your destiny. Yep, and so is victory and success. This is the 6 of Wands. You're feeling more stable from within. You are overcoming. All the heartache, emotional loss, fear-based thinking, limited thinking. This makes me think, looking at the spiritual union card, you are returning to yourself, coming back to yourself. I may have said something of the sort in looking at the I am reconnected to joy card. Reconnecting to your inner child, to your innate energy of joy. Okay, 4 of Cups, discontent and boredom. You may not see this coming. And that may be also part of the reason why that you are in your head at times. But here is the Star card. Number 17, hope. I may have mentioned hope when looking at these daisies. Hold on to hope. 4747 when I looked up reduces to an 1111. There's much to remain hopeful for. This is a more hopeful and hope-filled, joyful new cycle. Confirmation of the inner conflict. 5 of Wands, conflict, competition, power struggles. This makes me think this is mostly from within, a prisoner of your own thoughts and emotions. The pink and the granite, vulnerability and strength. Your vulnerability is a strength. And that strength is being developed through your personal experiences. Oh, way too many. Five of Wands, thank you. Yeah, looking at this energy here, I think there's a strong feeling of uncertainty and inner conflict. The energy on this side. On this side, it's full of hope, rebirth energy, joy, optimism, stability, strength. Wow, time flies. 50-50 when I looked up. You may be thinking this yourself too. Time flies, and this may fill you with inner conflict as well. You may feel like time is passing you by. But as I said earlier about this target here, making me think of a target, you're right. You're right on target. Each of us go at our own pace. You're right where you need to be. Spirit will ensure that. And looking at this card right now, service, yeah. Your spirit team is serving you, providing you with the service of loving support and guidance. Ooh, we have two, okay. We have, ooh, 3 of Pentacles, beautiful. Collaboration, critique, group work. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Other meanings, collaboration, yes. Cooperation, celebrating with others. Wow, burdens, obligation, duty, final push. The final push, there you go. 10 of Wands. Yes, you can unburden yourself. You can unburden yourself. You don't have to carry all those burdens on your shoulders. Look, returning to this 3 of Pentacles card. Help is coming. You already have support from your angels, your spirit team, source. This makes me think you are also on the timeline of receiving physical help, help in the physical realm. The final push, looking at the word final push here, it makes me think, yes, this is a very transformative time for you. You're going through a rebirth. The true you is being born at this time, so it's going to feel extremely uncomfortable. This is like a gestation period. If we're thinking in terms of pregnancy analogy, making me think of the Empress card. So yes, there will be some pains at this point now. It's like running a marathon, a long marathon, and you're so exhausted, right? Trying to get to that finish line. But you're powering through. This is the final push before you are reborn. Spirit, more than 55 minutes. Is it possible to... Oh, thank you. Page of Swords, innovative, insightful, logical. Maybe you're embarking on some new studies at this time of rest, this in-between time, this gestation period. It's paying off. And I think I used the word pay earlier, right? Pay, yes. It's paying off, whatever you're doing right now. Okay, we're gonna end it here. Another 10, you may be seeing 10s. You have, no wonder you are feeling so conflicted right now, especially internally, because you're on an extremely new, transformative timeline. A lot of changes are about to demanifest in this new cycle of yours. According to the cards here, if this message resonates with you, with your intuition, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Again, so much stability. The message, there was such a strong message of stability, right? Root chakra, Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. We saw the this one, patience and planning card, the 2 columns, stability, strength, granite, strong as granite. Okay, I'm getting too excited. I'm in the vibration of joy. What can I say? Getting excited for you. All right, 10 of Pentacles, community, legacy, wealth, inheritance. So many changes in multiple areas of your life. As best as you can, stay in the vibration of hope and joy. Continue getting playful. Continue creating. Be in the present moment. Remaining grounded. I'm going to end it there. Thank you.